Hello and welcome back to Conquest, the last argument of kings. I am Geran and I'm joined today by Jason.
Hello.
We are playing this on Tabletop Simulator using two unofficial mods which can be found linked in the description. In this, we are both playing as the 100 Kingdoms in a special narrative scenario that I've designed, and we will be using a proxy models. So these are his Order of the Crimson Tower, and we've got Raiders instead of Sakari, and we've got, I think they're Marksman clones or drones instead of Ranger Corps. But all of the information on the hover over is correct to the models that they are representing. This will be available to view in two different forms. This is the single long video for your convenience, however if you would prefer to watch it as a series, that will be linked in the description. This will be available in two different forms. This is the episodic series. If you would prefer to watch this as a single long video, that will be available once it is uploaded, linked in the description. This is a special scenario. It is a 1,750 point match with different objectives compared to normal ones. The idea being, he is from the Kingdom of Grimshire, attacking the Kingdom of Solstraith. The board represents a single break in a relatively unbroken chain of mountains or rocks, and he needs to push through the border to claim a foothold for a campaign in Solstraith. I need to destroy enough of his attacking force, the Sons of the Red Dawn, in order to allow a relief force to finish them off. The objectives are as follows. The attacker, in this case Jason, gets points for claiming the rear objectives, which are worth 2 points each, and 1 for claiming the middle objective, which is 1 point. These represent the land he needs to gain a foothold in, as well as a banner which was dropped during a previous attack. I, however, will get points for each command card of his destroyed, as well as 2 extra points for killing the warlord. This is combining elements of the standard scenarios, and we're just going to give it a go. We've already rolled for our secondary objectives. I don't know Jason's, he doesn't know mine. And they are worth 1 point each. Starting off with the first turn, we will be rolling for reinforcements. So, turns out the way we were doing this in previous videos was sort of wrong. Turns out you roll for each of the ones of a certain weight class at once, and then you decide which of the 4, or which of the successes rather, are going to be coming on. So I have 4 light units, and rather than rolling individually, you roll as a group, and turns out you can also use this to set the target, which I was unaware of before today. So, I need 3+, and I roll 1 for each unit. So, I have 2 successes, and I will be I'll have both of my crossbowmen come on. And now Jason.
Okay, I'll be doing the same thing as I have 4 groups of light units. So 4 on 3. Fingers crossed. Oh,
just the one success.
Just the one success. And I will be bringing on my group of Corp Rangers with Sir Foxhorn, my Imperial officer.
Your warlord is Lord Digon of Grimshire, Priory Commander, whereas mine is heir to the throne himself, Caster von Braun. Alright, so we build our command decks first. I have 2 cards.
I have 2 cards.
So no one gets a plus or a minus. Just rolling straight for initiative.
Ooh.
I go first. So, first things first. Oh, it's Mercenary Crossbowman. Who could have seen that coming? Oh yes, I forgot to mention, to represent that this is like an impassable border stretching either direction, I can never have troops coming on beyond these rocks, and Jason can never have troops coming on my side of the rocks. First things first, I'll be having my crossbowmen coming on here. 5-inch march, so I will move them 6 inches and rotate twice. And your turn.
Oh, who'd have thought? It's my Imperial Ranger Corps. So I'm going to bring them on from this edge here. They have a march of 6. So I'm going to bring them on a little way.
I don't know if your officer has... No, he's only got 5, so the unit can only move 5.
Ah, no problem at all. And I will move them a total of
And I believe you also have the Vanguard rule.
I do indeed. I have Vanguard, and with these core as well, they also have fluid formation. Actually, nope, I'm going to keep them where they are, even though the Vanguard rule means that I can get an extra free movement, but that's fine. I'll leave them as they are.
Yeah, you've got those trees as cover. This is a very unbalanced map, but it's also a sort of bit of an unbalanced scenario. These are obscuring and hindering terrain, meaning that charges through and into them don't get impact hits, and also they affect shooting going in, but we've decided as a house rule that shooting coming out does not affect it. These are impassable, and these in the middle are broken ground, which affect charging over it. So my only other card is my other mercenary crossbows, so they're going to be coming on here, and they also have a march of 5, so I'll move 7 and then 2.
Okay, I'll flip my next card, and it is Sir Foxhorn, who will do nothing.
Something worth noting is that Sir Foxhorn has the Kiss Farewell, which gives him a ranged attack. But that is it for the first turn. Any secondary objectives that you would like to claim?
I do not have any.
Neither do I. So, no objectives have been claimed, no command cards are destroyed. On to turn 2.
Okay.
So I'll roll my reinforcements. I've got 2 light units, which are coming on a 3. I forgot to put the thing, that's fine. 1 success, 1 fail. It's going to be one of my militia. And I've got 4 medium units, which will be coming on a 5+. And 3 successes, wow.
Ooh. This is going to be troublesome, especially if I don't get anything on.
I will have my Mega Household Guard come on.
Huge.
And my 2 units of Men-at-Arms, one of which has Mistress Zelenda, my mage.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for my 3 light units. Come on. Okay, so that's 2. So I'll bring on my other ranged corps and my mercenary bows.
Okay.
And then I have 2 sets of medium units, so rolling at a 5+.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yes! There we go, and they are both successes as well, so it will all be coming on.
Father Godsbrim, your priest. Another thing that we got wrong in the past was that ones of the same kind, I was individually marking like a card to a particular unit, or regiment rather, but that is apparently not how it's done either. When you draw one, you get to choose which of the unactivated ones you are going to be using, which is why we should actually mark them. So as we've both got duplicate units, we'll be using these counters to mark when we have activated them. The idea being you put the marker on all of your duplicate units, and then when you've activated it, you take it off to show that one has gone. And then at the end of the turn, you put them all back on again. I have 8 cards, you have 7, so you get the plus or minus 1.
Oh, I will get the +1, please, so I can choose to go first.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Your first card.
My first card is my Sakari. The Sakari that I will be bringing on will be this group here, with the Theist Priest involved.
Okay.
And they're going to be coming on from a centre position. In terms of their movement, that is a march of 4 and a 5 on the Theist Priest, but we're going with the lowest number, right?
Correct.
Okay, so they will march on for 8. Skadoosh.
Okay. Still hidden in the trees so far.
Okay.
And I've got Men-at-Arms coming on. So I've got 2 units of these. I will bring on the ones with Mistress Zelenda, my mage. So I believe the mage also has a march of 5. Yep. Let's get them over a tad and then bring them straight... Oh, clipping. Hang on. Bring them straight on 10 inches. Your turn.
Flipping that over, I have my other Sakari, which will be doing something quite similar and coming on in a similar fashion.
I don't want to hit your own units or create a log flume. I always liked the log flume. Probably my favourite ride at Disneyland.
It was a good ride. It definitely was. Okay, so again they have a movement of 4, so I'm going to shift them forward 8 inches. There we go.
Okay.
Lovely.
My other men-at-arms. So I'll be bringing those on over here. And they'll be going again 10 forward. Your turn.
Okay. Next to my mercenary crossbowmen, and they are going to come in on this side between these.
Ooh.
Oh, it's now difficult to tell where the end of that... Oh, right, no, I see it. I should be coming on between the two of them. That's the plan, anyway.
Looks like, yeah, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Oh, it's such a narrow fit. I'm not sure you can fit them through there. But your Sicario will be moving forward again, I imagine.
They definitely will be. Movement on these guys is 5, so I will just try and shift them forward straight and see how far I can get them.
It'll like lift over them if they're going to hit, I think.
Oh, yeah, that lifts, so I will get them to as far over to this side as I can. Oh, they do! They squeeze through! Yeah! Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to bring them to about 9 inches-ish.
Damn, that is such a tight fit. Where are your cavalry going to fit when they start coming on?
Oh, I'll clear the trees. Things will move forward. That's the plan.
Okay. Mistress Zelinda is my next one, who has Fire Dart, which only has a range of 16, so you are well out of range. Over to you.
Okay. And now I have some Imperial Core, and I'm going to take the new ones and bring them over from the far left-hand side. And then we'll just bring them on right from the edge of this map. We'll move them forward right to the edge.
And they also have their Vanguard if you wish to use it. You basically get to march 3 times on the turn you arrive.
Yeah, I'm going to bring these guys forward.
Or at least that's my interpretation of it. How far do they move? 6.
They move 6, so I can move them up to
8.
It
might be that they're supposed to like move on, get a free move, and then can shoot. Like, I don't know if they can do the same thing 3 times in a turn.
Yeah.
Until it's clarified, I guess that's best interpretation.
Okay. And with these guys, I don't necessarily have to angle them because of their fluid formation. They can fire in a 360-degree circle.
That is very true, yes. Okay, my next one are my militia. Got a couple of little units of militia. I'll just move that. That's a block out of the way. So, militia have a march of 5. So I'll march them full 10 forwards. And your turn.
Okay. It is my other Imperial Corps, and they will also shift forwards.
They're emerging from the trees, lads. Get ready.
There we are. That'll do.
So your officer doesn't have the... I don't think he has the 360. I don't know if it confers it on the whole regiment or whether it's just on them.
A regiment where all non-character stands.
Yep,
have the
he
special
gets
rule.
it too.
Yep.
Fair enough. Now, my mega household guard. Oops. Forgot. So these guys are incredibly awkward. For some reason, they don't like lining up with each other. Oh, look at them. They're really threatening for you.
That's a large mass. That's a very large mass.
Have a move of 5 each, but I can only get them like a little bit on because of the militia in the way.
It's okay. Alrighty then.
But that's 2 marches. Your turn.
Next I have Sir Foxhorn. Now, Sir Foxhorn has the Kiss Farewell, which means that he has Barrage 3 at 24 inches and the Deadly Shot special rule.
That is true, but he can't use it on his turn. He uses it with the rest of the unit.
He uses it with the rest. If I want to use the Kiss Farewell, will I have to do it on the Imperial Ranger Corps' turn?
Correct.
That's no problem at all.
He can only do things that are unique to characters, which are magic, duels, and rallying. The one exception is that he can rally if the regiment he's with is broken. Okay. Caster von Braun, he is my warlord. He has the draw effect Turn the Tide, which I will not be using. He also has Supremacy ability, which again, I will not be using. I mean, he's only just come on, so I can't use it. You declare those in the Supremacy phase. But, point is, nothing's happening. Your turn.
And my final card is my Theist Priest, Father Godsbrim, and he won't be doing anything.
Okay. He has Holy Fire, which I think is a range of 12.
Indeed it is. 12 inches.
Okay, my last 2 cards are my crossbows. Oh, you are now in range of 1 stand of my crossbows. So I guess I'm going to be firing with the 1 stand. So I will take aim, increasing the volley to 3, and using this brand new... Oh, no, less than.
Yes.
3 or less. Using this amazing new thing, and because you are over half range, it reduces the shots, so I have 2 shots on 3s. 1 success. It is armor piercing 1, but I believe...
I only have a defense of 1.
Oh no, they're not the ones with evasion, the Sicari are the ones with evasion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then one guy's dead.
There we go.
Okay, first casualty. But you do not take resolve checks from volley attacks. And as you have no more cards, I do my last one, which is my other crossbow. However, they are still out of range.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, any secondary objectives to claim?
Unfortunately, no.
Any actual objectives to claim? Unfortunately, no. So, put your duplicate tokens back on, and then we go into turn 3.
So by turn 3, light reinforcement come on automatically.
Yep.
So I'll bring those guys forward.
Those, and I get my militia, which means I finally have duplicate militia.
And heavies come in on 5s. Oof, okay.
I'll roll for my medium first, which is on a 3. Okay, my household knights are coming on.
Hoo-hoo.
And heavies on a 5. So I have 1 unit of heavies. So on a 5, and they're coming on as well. I'm fully geared up now. Everything's on.
Ho ho ho!
It's going to get 3.
It's going to get interesting. I just need to roll for my heavies.
So you have 4 bloody heavies.
Mm-hmm. I'm rolling on a 5, so fingers crossed. For me, that is.
2 and 2
successes. Okay. I'm just going to bring on these guys.
Not your warlord.
Not my warlord, not yet.
Okay. It's going to take me a little while to build my deck. I have 12.
I have 10, so I get the advantage.
And this is to represent your army being easier to control with fewer independent regiments.
Ha!
So, if you want, you can reduce it to 1 and re-roll if you don't want to go first, or you can take the first.
Nope, I will go first, thank you.
Okay.
First card. My Imperial Call. And I will make it these guys here on the far right.
Mm-hmm.
And you are in range. Fantastic. Okay, so take those guys off. All of them are in range for what I want to attack, which is these guys over here, with men-at-arms. Okay.
They are not. The furthest one is 20.1, which is 1 inch out of 0.1 inch out of range.
What a pain.
So you can give up your take aim if you want to scooty a little bit closer.
Nope. I'll just attack with these 3. So volley is increased to 3. Sorry, volley increased to 4, sorry.
Yep.
And I've got how many people? 4 shots on 4. 4 shots. And then I'll do in the Imperial Officer afterwards.
Yep. So the core shooting my men-at-arms.
Yes.
4 successes.
Lovely jubbly.
I have a shield, which raises my defense in the front arc to 3. And 4 successes, so I failed 2. I lose 2 men.
Okay, and then I will do my attack with my Imperial Officer. And he has the deadly shot rule.
Deadly shot affects multiple wound things, so that's not relevant here. Like, if you were shooting at my knights, it would do double wounds to knights because individual knights have 4 wounds.
Yes, as opposed to these guys who all have 1.
Correct. So he gets 3 shots at a range of 24.
Even though he's taking aim, his volley is only 2. With 3 fails. Terrible.
But you've allowed him to... Because presumably you took that because his warband only has ranged units, and he'd be a lemon otherwise. So at least now he's a slightly more dangerous lemon.
Slightly more dangerous lemon, precisely.
Okay, my first one are men-at-arms. I will be moving these ones. So I will take the thing off, and I'll move them. Forward 1 there, and then I will take the dodge action, DM. No, wrong game. I will do nothing there.
Next card. Happens to be my other Imperial Corps.
Yeah, I thought they might be up next, which is why I didn't move these men-at-arms. I'm out of range.
Indeed you are. But that's okay, because I can march them forward and then take a shot, right?
You can.
I can march forward up to 6. So I'm going to go forward.
Just be careful of the rock, because although you've got the 360 degree, you still need to see past the rock in order to shoot.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. 4.1 is fine. Okay. You're in range.
Yep, you're all in range of one of mine, so you can now shoot my men-at-arms.
I'll shoot your men-at-arms, so that is just... they're not taking aim, unfortunately, which means their volley remains at 3. And there are 6 of them shooting.
Oh, their volley remains at 3. How terrible they are at using ranged weapons.
6 shots at -3. Let's go.
This is so
2
much
successes.
more convenient than counting them manually.
It is way more convenient, so 2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. Again, you're hitting me in the front of men-at-arms with a defense of 3. 1 fail again. My next one. Oh, look, it's the people you just shot. Moving forward conveniently to there. And then I will use my second action to reform. Like so. Actually, I'll shifty those round. Like so.
Okay.
Yep,
Lovely.
That's my move done. So as you can see, I'm playing quite defensively because he needs to come to me to claim the objectives. I consider this a balanced scenario. I will admit I did a test battle of this and it came out very balanced. I forgot the secondary objectives and it was battling me against me, but I really showed myself that I'm a hard defender and attacker. What? Carry on.
Right, my next card on my mercenary crossbowman.
Oh yeah, you still got one to bring on.
Yes, indeed I do.
This board is going to get very full.
We can't do crab movement, can we? Shifting sideways.
I think you can do sideways and backwards, but only at half movement.
Half movement.
I think. I know you can do backwards at half movement, and I don't remember about sideways, but let's just say for this, you can go sideways, but at half movement.
Okay, so I'm going to go sideways 1 inch.
Okay.
Why can I not see movement?
Oh, hang on.
What's going on?
Put him back. Yeah, take that off and try again.
There we go.
It was blocking it. Okay. So that counts as 2 inches of movement.
It's 2 inches of movement.
Leaving 3 left.
And then that's a 1. And that's it.
Okay.
Done.
Oh, you begin to poke out of the trees. And next up is Mistress Zelenda, who is going to be firing a fire dart at your Imperial Corps. She has a magical retinue. Retinues aren't something I've ever used before. The test battle for this, but then this. And both of mine have it. And essentially, it gives you a minor bonus, but allows you to unlock more things. And on higher levels, it gives you some really good stuff. But I've just got a tactical retinue level 1 for caster, and a magical retinue level 1 for Zelenda. Sorry, Mistress Zelenda. and that increases her wizard level by 1 to 6, which means I get to roll 6 dice and try and beat the difficulty of 3. So for each success, you get hit by a fire dart, which has the cleave 2 rules. So any hit is a kill against your rangers.
Okay.
2 death.
2 successes. That's okay.
And you will have to take morale against spells, because it's completely unfazing to see your friends get mowed down by arrows, but fire, oof, that's scary. This is your resolve. This is on a 2.
That's on a 2.
Ooh,
2
2 more gone.
fails. Bye, guys.
First stand removed.
Boy!
Ah, the dead pile. It's beginning.
I have my next mercenary crossbowman.
So because you've moved forward, you do have all of this land secured. I did think about making it so that until sort of you claim the border, like you could come on anywhere on your side, but I decided that might be a bit broken in the early game.
I have a march of 5. So I'm going to bring them on the full 5 inches.
Okay.
To there. And then they're going to do a 1, a 2. Oh.
Yeah, because you were flush with them, so that's fine. You could have come on just a little bit further back. It doesn't make a difference to this. That's 3.
3.
4.
I'll say 4.
Okay.
4 will do.
Very threatening.
Okay.
My next one are my militia. So these guys, hang on, I'll just take that off, are going to be moving forward 5 inches. And that is it. Take the dodge. Your turn.
Okay, now I have my Sakari. They have a movement of 4. So they're going to move on the full 8 inches.
All making a dash for the center objective.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. They've got your priest with them. My household guard, right. First things first, I will move forward to there. And then I will reform to stick these guys in the back row.
Oh, I see. You wanted to bring them on in a flatter line so you could get them onto the board, and as you're moving them forward, pack them in.
Yes.
Got it.
Because these guys have support. So they are... I get extra attacks for the her further back ranks.
That's my next round of Sakari. And they too are going to be making a dash. Full 8 inches.
Okay. My other militia. They will be coming on here. In a... Can you do a 2 and a 1? And they will move the full 10 up the side there. Oh yes, also apparently it goes from the start of the turn, not from the point of activation, sort of where they can come on from. So what? This is a rule I've only recently found out, so next turn we'll try to sort of mark how far forward sort of our things are.
So, my Crimson Tower.
Okay.
So the first grouping. And they're going to be coming on as far forward as they can to this point here.
You haven't left much of a lane for them.
They can march through their own units, right?
Yes, they can. I completely forgot that. Yes, they can indeed.
Yeah, they can march through as long as at the end of their movement they're not on top of their own units.
Yes,
so
and
they
I
can
don't
march through
believe
them.
they can charge through them, but I could be wrong. During a charge move, a regiment may move through other friendly regiments, provided that at the end of its activation, it is not in an illegal position. So yep, you can charge through your own guys. Caster von Braun, in his massive huddle of household guard. Oh yeah, there's an arms master in the front of the household guard. He is not going to do anything, I think.
My next will be another round of Crimson Tower. The Chargy boys are coming on. So they're coming on. They're full 16 inches.
Okay. I'm suddenly worried I might be charged next turn.
Oh boy.
Okay. Crossbows. I'll go for these ones. 1, 2, 4. I can count. Anyway. Yep. So then they will shoot at your Imperial Rangers. So they moved, but I still get 6 shots on 2s.
Okay.
Any hits or kills, because you don't have enough defense, so 2 more dead.
Dun dun dun. 1 guy left on the side. Next card, I have my Theist Priest.
Alright.
Unfortunately has no range. Not at the moment anyway, so that's him done. He's getting ready. He's preparing his fingers to cast things.
Of course. He's so dangerous. Right, 1, 2, 3. An inch is a lot less than you'd think. 4. Ooh. They can't see through their own men.
Oh dear.
That's alright, 2 of these will fire. So I get 4 shots on 2s again.
1 success.
1 more dead.
Okay.
Oh, your last card.
My final card, Sir Foxhorn, which won't be doing anything.
I keep thinking his name is Foxtrot. Mr. Foxtrot, your kiss farewell is here. And I'll just move them on to there. And they will stop. You're all out of cards, so my next one are my Steel Legion, who have a draw event, which I believe only takes effect if they're actually on the field, so that doesn't matter now. Accompanied by Dorian Case, whose model I've actually finished, as you can see here. I will bring them on their full 10-inch for double march.
Okay.
And that is my entire army now.
Whoo!
You're one thin line, and I'm a massive block of stuff.
Get ready for the chargy, boys.
And my final card is Dorian Case himself, who has nothing to do, because unlike your one, he doesn't need any fancy kiss farewell to try and feel important. He's going to get stuck into combat.
Alright then, bring it on. Bring it on.
I'd love if Dorian could have a duel against Foxtrot.
Likewise.
Sorry.
Let's see if Foxhorn, thank you. Let's see if we can make that happen.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Right. Any secondary objectives to claim?
Still none.
None for me either. No normal objectives either. So, as we go into turn 4, we still have no points on either side. Your reinforcement, as it is turn 4, so mediums come on automatically, heavies on a 3.
And I have just 2 of them, right? Yep, 2. Yep. Alrighty then, here we go. Yes!
Okay. Turn 4 and everything is on the board. Build your command deck.
Okay, I am ready. I have 13 cards.
I have 12. You're actually... Oh, you got more than me. Alright. We've reset our things, so I get the plus or minus. But either way, I'm going first. Mercenary crossbows. I will be shooting with these guys.
Okay.
They're men-at-arms, Geran. Those ones are mercenary crossbows. They look so similar from above. Again, they can't shoot because it's actually measured from like the front middle, and I can't draw a line of sight from there to either of yours without going through my guy.
Yep.
So 4 shots, but this time I will take aim, raising my volley to 3.
Ooh.
So 4 shots on 3s.
Ooh.
3 hits, 3 dead. Another stand gone, and they are broken.
Okay, let me just remove these. Boy.
And you get a little happy little broken flag.
Broken flag, yay! I have Crimson Tower coming in hot.
Okay.
It's going to be these guys on the side.
All right.
So 1, 2, 3. They're going to move forward. They're 8.
Oh yes, I should explain what Broken Ground does. I forgot to write it on the thing. I normally write on the terrain what it does. A regiment that charges through broken ground rolls a dice for each stand that charges. On a 1, it suffers a wound. Cavalry suffer a wound on a 2. And you may not use defense or evasion to counter it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if you charge over either of these two things, if anyone does, we will suffer, and cavalry in particular.
My Crimson Tower have moved forward their full 8 for their march.
Yep.
They can charge from this point, can't they?
You can. You will need to roll a 2 or higher.
Okay. Okay, 2 or higher. I could do that. I can roll a 2 or higher.
Come on, roll a 1. It would make my day. Go on. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Okay, here we go.
Roll a 1, roll a 1.
Oh. Okay, perfect.
Alright, well, I think my men-at-arms are dead.
So they will move forward and I will engage head on, like so. Now let's figure out some attacks here.
Impact hits. Unlike normal ones, the Crimson Tower have unstoppable charge, meaning they get all of their attacks instead of just half for the impact hits. And because of brutal impacts, they will reduce my defense by the number it says. In this case, 2.
Okay, so that is 4, 8, 12. And they're rolling against...
And I don't remember if it was... I think it was after the last battle report that we realised this was wrong, that you do actually roll against your clash for impact hits. We thought they were automatic hits because they're called impact hits. 12 on 3s. Ooh.
So many dice. 7 successes.
Right, I do actually get defense from these because you cancel out my normal defense, but I still have the +1 for the shield. On 1s... that's 7 people who are dead.
Woo!
So I may as well just roll the resolve, because I'm fairly sure you've just wiped me out. So I've got that on a 2. Yeah, total of 10 deaths, which is coincidentally exactly how many people I had left.
Damn. That's
You just
awesome.
wiped a unit. And I can get rid of the duplicate on the men-at-arms.
And I have instantly completed 2 bonuses.
I think you can only get 1 bonus per action.
Then I will attempt to do the same thing twice.
Let me just double check that. Okay, it doesn't say, but that's the way I've always done it, that you can't get more than 1 for a single action. That's why you can't get like 2 of the exact same thing at once.
That's fine. I'll add in the 1 point there for the 1 bonus action and cross it off.
Alright, what was the secondary objective?
It was Righteous Charge. This objective is completed instantly when one of your regiments charges and destroys an enemy regiment in the same turn.
Very nice. That was devastating, but Mistress Zelenda is going to be shooting a fire, lovely fireballs at your rangers. I mean, I could... Oh, no, they're just out of range. So yeah, it's got to be them. There's literally no one else I can shoot fire at. So I get 6 shots at a 3. 6 on 3s. 5 deaths, because it has cleave 2.
Bye! You did not serve me well.
So you can chuck the duplicate tokens in the bin pile now.
I can check them in the death pile. Fantastic.
Yeah. So in like 2 activations, we've each wiped one of the enemy's units out.
Fantastic. Oh, I don't want to pick up the whole deck, just the 1. And I have more Crimson Tower coming to my aid, which will be these guys here.
So you can choose to bring on one of your others instead. You don't have to wait until the end.
That's all right.
You would rather.
I would rather shift these guys forward. So that is moving forward by 8 inches.
Ooh. Can you get past them in 8?
Yes. Just about.
And you're going to try and duplicate that. But, ooh, you need to roll a 6 to get that charge.
I'm not going to get that charge, which means I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
What I will do, though, is just move them forward another... I'll move them forward 1 more inch.
Okay. It doesn't have to be on the exact inch.
Actually,
if you'd rather move them forward an extra touch.
I'm going to move them forward 3 inches, actually.
Okay. Slightly more than 1, but that's fine. Alright.
Okay.
My next one. Mercenary crossbows. These guys over here. They... Oh, it's almost like I predicted that you would be charging early and that I would be able to shoot your Crimson Tower.
From point-blank range, which means all of them get to shoot.
Yeah, okay, I'm going for them.
Okay.
The extra shots are just too good. So 12 shots, taking aim, a volley of 3. Come on. That's a lower number than I would like, but 5
successes.
It is.
Now, would you say that's firing in my front arc, in which case it's activating my shields?
Actually, yes. The majority of the regiment is in your front arc.
Okay.
So, yes.
So my defense is 3, and then plus the shield makes 4. How many successes did you have? 5.
Actually, I'm not sure how that's supposed to be worked out. Maybe we're supposed to do it as like those ones are the front, that one's are the side.
So we could say that these ones are flanking.
Well, I've already rolled all of them,
Yeah.
so I won't re-roll. We'll just know that for next time.
Okay. I mean, I'm undoubtedly going to be charging you more than once, and you have your other guys backed up, so we'll figure out the flanking after that.
So you get -1, so that cancels out your shield, leaving you with a defense of 3. This is where Deadly Shot is good, because it would duplicate those into double. But for now, it is just 2 wounds.
I need a wound. Where's my wound token?
Here it is.
Ah, thank you very much. Zoom in. 1, 2, 3 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds?
3 wounds?
3 wounds.
Oh, it's the fails. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, 3 fails. I succeeded on 2. Otherwise, it would have been 5 wounds, and that would have been bad.
I didn't realise. I thought it was the successes meant wounds, but no, it's the fails in this case.
Next card. I have my Sakari. And the Sakari, these ones here, let me quickly move the token out of the way, are going to march forward and make a capture.
Okay.
So they are right inside. We'll do about... am I on the thing? Yeah, 7
You
inches.
need to make sure, yeah, they're at least half in.
Yeah,
So
they're
yep,
in.
unless I can test that, you've got it claimed. Militia. Okay, I'll go with these ones. 1. Oh, actually, no, I'll do that 1. Move forward. 2, 3. Need to change my angle of viewing. 4, 5. And then 6. And up to 10.
Okay,
Your turn.
it's my next round of Sakari.
This is the advantage, you see, of having lots of duplicates. It gives you a lot more tactical flexibility. So you can choose which of the many units along your front you want to use, which is
Absolutely.
why, personally, I think I still prefer it being tied to an individual unit.
They will move right up close and personal and get a good whiff of those horses.
Wow.
And they're going to move up to there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I just can't wait until my household guard can fight.
Bring it on.
That was you done, wasn't it?
It was me done.
Okay. Ooh. Men-at-Arms. These are the dead guys. No, they're
Yes.
not.
No?
Yes, they are.
They are.
No, sorry, I took the duplicate off. Oh, I took the duplicate off because they were dead. No, the way it works with this is when you draw one, you can't say, "Oh, that was my dead guy. I'll use the next one instead." You have to use it on whichever one is still standing. So that is my Men-at-Arms, which are still here. So I will move 5 inches, and then I will charge. Because you're that close to me, because you move those extra 2 inches closer.
I did.
Oh. So I can't strike, but I've stopped you from charging me, and I've created a bit of a log flume with your Sakari, who are currently sniffing these horses.
Mm-hmm. They are indeed.
Over to you.
Okay, so next card, I have my Imperial Ranger Corps. Now, one of them's dead, and the other one's still alive. So, what did you want me to do? As in, I have to use the one which is still on the field?
Like with this, you have to use the one that's still alive. And then when you draw the next one, that's put aside.
I'm going to take aim at your mercenary crossbowman.
Okay. Yep, you're all in range at the over half. So do your core and then your officer.
Yep, so I'm going to have 5 shots.
Yep.
Taking aim to 4. Here we go.
Ooh.
4 successes. Happy days.
Nice rolling.
Thank you.
Okay, I get 4, and I think they have a defense of 1. Yep. Not a high chance of this. Nope. 1 stand is gone.
Boy. Right, and then I have Sir Foxhorn, who will be using his sweet kisses.
Mm-hmm. Lovely sweet kisses.
3 on a -2. Which, 1 success.
Okay, and I get another on a 1. It doesn't have it doesn't have armor piercing, I take it?
No.
Okay. I failed that as well.
Okay, fantastic.
So
right,
I've lost
that's me.
5 guys from that. Wow. That was devastating. My men-at-arms, they are dead, so I put that over here, and I draw my next one. It is my other militia. Ah, if only you were within my front arc, and I could just charge into the side of you. But instead, I will move forward to there.
Okay.
And your turn.
And it is my other dead ranger corps, so...
Yep, so that goes there, and I will get a point at the end of the turn.
Oh, yes.
Oh, damn, I should have moved further forward and... Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't contest.
Crimson Tower.
I should have.
So I'm going to bring these guys on here.
Okay.
And they're going to come up right here, 16 inches.
Wow, okay.
Bloop.
My next one, my household guard. I can't believe I didn't... I fluffed it. I fluffed it bad. I'm going to move my block up to there.
Next is my final Crimson Tower.
Mm-hmm. With
my Warlord. Oh yeah, he's coming on now.
Lord Diggin.
There'll be digging holes to put your bodies in.
Wow. That's quite respectful. I would have expected you to just leave them for the crows.
No.
You savages.
And they will be coming on their full 16 as well.
That looks quite threatening. Caster von Braun here is going to... Actually, I think I might use Turn the Tide. Let me just double check what that is. Choose a regiment within 12 inches of the character that has not yet acted, and it takes its actions. I can do that. No, I will wait. I will do nothing. It is more beneficial for me to do nothing, just in case you've got something up your sleeve in your last 5 cards. 5 cards? What have you got left to move? Go on then, your turn.
Okay. So I have my mercenary crossbowmen.
Yeah, you got 2 of them, but what else have you got? Oh, you've got...
my characters.
Foxhorn. Oh, God's Brim. And Diggin.
Yes, yes indeed.
Yeah,
so I will be moving these mercenary crossbowmen. I'll just move this token out of the way. Now we said half movement crab walk, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I've got a movement of 5, so I can move them up to 2.5 inches sideways. Which, fortunately for me, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay.
And then attacking from this side. Not there. Here. Attacking your side here, your flank.
Well, we did decide that it counts if you're if the stand is majoritally, which he is. So yeah, 1 stand can shoot.
So only 1 stand, and it is within the half range as well. So it's all 4.
Yep.
And they won't be able to take aim, unfortunately, because they already shifted.
Yeah.
It's just 4 shots, and their volley is 2.
But I will not get my shield, because you're shooting around the shield.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Ooh. Okay, so they have a defense of 2 minus the 1 for the armor piercing. Means I'm rolling 2 on 1s.
Oh! One
Lost
success,
one.
one fail.
Okay. Right, it's very, very unfortunate that you left these guys right in the path of my legion.
Well, I did just kill the guys in front of them, so there wasn't much else I could do.
I will be charging, and I don't need to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, they have a draw event, which I forgot to write on the card. But because they have the Drill Master, when I draw their card, they get the Fury.
Oh.
Special rule. Fury means that each engaged stand gets +1 attack, which is going to be 3. Because that was my first one, I get to attack. So I will be clashing with you. Is this the first clash of the game? Because you killed me with impact hits.
Yes, I believe it is the first clash of the game.
Okay, so I've got Steel Legion. I've got 2 stands in direct contact and 3 unengaged. So I've got 4 plus the 1 for 5, and then 5 again. 6, 7, 8 attacks from the Steel Legion, and I'll do Dorian's separately. So they have a clash of 3, but they get the automatic inspire from the charge, meaning I need a 4 or lower.
Okay.
I didn't roll the right number of dice. No, I didn't roll the right number of dice. It's 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, not 8. But that's 6 successes and 4 more. So that's 10 on cleave 2. So you get your defense rolls.
My defense rolls is defense 3 plus my shield, so it brings up to 4.
Minus the 2, so on 2s.
God, minus 2. And how many successes did you have?
10.
Oh.
8 fails.
Okay, so that's 8 wounds on top of my original 3.
That's not quite enough. You've got 12 total.
Yes.
So now Dorian is going to hit you. Screw it. Just roll the resolve.
Yeah, I was going to say if I roll resolve, then I'm probably going to die.
Yeah, fine on 4s. 8 on 4s. And if you fail at least 1, ooh,
2 fails. So yeah, that's team
a team wipe.
Bye guys. It was nice knowing you. Absolute pleasure.
Yay.
Doodoosh. They did well.
But they're much better on the charge.
Much, much better on the charge. Yeah, once they're engaged, they're not so great.
Although now my Steel Legion are open.
I have more mercenary crossbowmen. Measure this up. Well, they could technically get forwards enough. Yeah, let's do that. Or I'll attempt to anyway. I will rotate. That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
no,
go back.
Be able to clear them, yeah.
No, that's fine. I'll go in this direction. Can I get through?
No.
No, not quite.
Because of the diagonal.
Not quite. Okay, I'll just move them forward to here, as close as I can, and then line them up behind. That's fine.
My household knights.
Oh, hello, knights.
Who are just like here, behind my crossbows. Out
They're
the
chilling.
way.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Miles from anything.
Log fume them.
I guess I will go forward 7 and then rotate 1. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Not anything fun with them.
That's okay. Next card I have Father God's Brim.
Okay. Time for some holy fire, I imagine.
You guys are in range.
Yep.
Difficulty is 3, so it's on 3s, yeah? Okay, here we go. All successes. 3 successes.
Alright, 6
so that's
hits.
6 hits.
So I get my militia defense. Oh, militia have such good defense roll. I mean, I say that. They do have shields, so I am on 2s. 6 hits, right?
Yes. Ooh, half.
I will get rid of 3 of them. But I do take resolve.
Yeah.
It's better than I thought it would be, frankly.
Oh.
Stand gone.
Haha!
Alright, my last card is Dorian, who is going to do nothing.
Okay, my last 2 cards. I have Sir Foxhorn, who will do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have my Warlord, Lord Diggon, who won't do anything.
Okay. I didn't realise that the nature of the For Honor Supremacy ability is that it's always active, and it gives both him and the regiment he's with the Fury draw event.
Oh, okay.
So if I draw either the Guard or Caster, they all get Fury. Secondary objectives.
No secondary objectives.
And I don't think I have any secondary objectives either. You get 1 for claiming that because Sakari are a medium, so I've got no contesting there. And there's nothing on the other 2, so you're up to 2 points.
Yeah.
And I get 1 for killing your Imperial Core.
That's okay. Oh, hold on a second. You get another point.
Oh, yes, of course, because
You took out another one of my Crimson Knights.
Yes, I did. Sorry. We're up to 2 each then. Into turn 5.